We're back. We are back. And, you know, there's a magical feeling in the studio tonight, and that can mean only one thing. Actually, I suppose it could mean a lot of things, but in this case, it means we're due for another visit from Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Bill, come on out. Bill, get out of here. Bill, nice to see you.
Nice to be seen, John.
Nice to see you, Bill. Had to wait for that audience. They love you out there, Bill. They love you. You know, we've passed out some cards before the audience came in to ask you some science-type questions. You skeptical, all-knowing, and somewhat arrogant fellow. And here we are. Here, we've got one here. Dear Bill, it starts out. Do you think that time travel can ever be scientifically achieved? And if so, what time would in history, past or future, would you most like to visit? This is not Bill Nye the Grammar Guy, but it's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Okay.
Well, first of all, John, I mean, just recall your Feynman diagrams. Sure.
Feynman diagram.
Yeah, time travel is no problem at all. I mean, just look, you know, Tipler, if you recall, the mathematician, calculated very quickly. You just need 30-kilometer diameter cylinder of lead rotating at several thousand RPM, and there you go, reversing time. Piece of cake. Where would I want to go? Oh, I don't know. A couple years ago, it was a really good party. I'd like to maybe catch up with. Yeah.
Well, okay, Bill, that's exciting. Lead, revolving. There was something having to do with revolving lead there, but let's just.
Well, it's just you get enough mass spinning, and time will go backwards.
Okay, well, let's get on with the. You've also got some apparatus.
Oh yes, John. Now you know we've done studies. We've questioned the almost live audience, reviewed with them what they want, John, and what they want is fire, explosions. That's what they're after, and that's what we've got tonight.
Is that what you guys want to see, really? Yeah. Okay. Give the people what they want.
John?
You've got a tube of tissue paper.
John, before we begin, please. Oh, my goodness.
Whew. Oh, yes, I forgot.
Just lost my head there. Sorry.
All right.
Lucky me.
There
you go.
Yeah.
Don't you feel better? You look great.
Great science, science fashion accessory.
Eat your heart out.
Okay. So you've got apparently a tube of tissue paper here that we are now going to light on fire.
So we're going to just light on fire.
Okay.
Now, John, you'll note as the tube burns, as it combusts, it leaves ash. It leaves a tube, a cylinder of ash. The tube has mass as it combusts. Of course, the ash is converted to water vapor going away, and then suddenly, rising from the ashes, the tube, like a phoenix, into the studio sky.
Wow,
It's just cool, you guys. Come on.
There it comes re-entering then. Back down. Oh, and there. And it's been scattered for the studio crew to sweep up. Now, why did it do that, Bill?
Well, you see, John, what happens is when you set fire to it, you get a convection current, natural convection in this case, hot air being less dense, rising, and that forms a miniature thermal. So you have this column of rising air, and the tube, when it loses enough mass to combustion, rises up on the thermal. What a trip.
Very beautiful. But I see you've got some more exciting looking apparatus here. Let's get on with this because it's got wires and everything.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
And you'll notice they're coiled, and that makes them scientific.
And one of these old knife switches, which I loved so much as a kid. But what do they? What do you use these for?
Well, I asked the guy at the hardware store, what's the deal with those, and he said, well, pretty much we only sell them to people doing science experiments.
All right. Well.
So that's me.
Well, here we are.
I don't have a corner on them, but I'm interested.
So what are we going to do here?
John, ordinary steel wool.
Okay.
Carbon and iron. And it, as you know, it rusts, it oxidizes. Now what we're going to do is cause it to oxidize very quickly by passing electric current through it. It will heat up, and the oxygen in the air then will confront the metal. Now,
there it goes.
Just close the switch for a moment. Notice it burns. Now the feature of this material, it just burns and burns.
Smolders,
it just smolders.
Smolders like a couch when you drop a cigarette in it or something like that. Those can go for days, I'll tell you.
Were you at that party?
All right, so we've got some smoldering
now, John,
smoldering
that's okay.
steel wool
I
here,
like it. We hook up the batteries, and it just starts burning. I like that. That's cool. But we can do a little better. What we got there, John, we have the fuel, the
steel wool.
And we have the spark. Yeah, that's hot, John. That's from the fire.
All right, okay.
So,
great.
So, what we got
steel wool, right?
We're oxidizing it with the oxygen in the air. Now, what we can do, John, which to me is a lot of fun, we can oxidize it just so much more quickly, not by surrounding it with air. No, but by surrounding it with an atmosphere of pure oxygen.
Pure oxygen, which you apparently have over here. In
As
this
a matter
tank.
of fact, I do. It's funny you should bring it up. What's smoking? Oh, yeah, the couch.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. Now I have the oxygen containment cylinder shown here. Oh, we have a little failure mode in there. I'll be catching up with that just quickly.
Very short amount of time here.
I know, isn't it always the case?
Isn't it always the case? But boy, this better be a big finish, huh?
Well, it's going to be cool, yeah. Okay, now, we open this device here. This is a safety device called a pinch cock, a noun that has always kind of given me the creeps. Now, if you listen, fire extinguisher under control. If you listen here, opening the oxygen valve.
Okay.
Now, atomic weight of oxygen. Never heard that before. Don't worry about it. Atomic weight of oxygen.
Bill.
It's almost out. Atomic weight of oxygen is what?
8.
Atomic number is 8, right? Nitrogen 7, so it's very close. Now, the air and oxygen very nearly the same. Sorry about that. Very nearly the same.
What's going on here, Bill? It never made that noise in rehearsal.
It's just a little. Never oil an oxygen valve, please. Now,
okay.
What
now we have an atmosphere of
flushed it. We flushed it out, filled it with oxygen. I think that'll do it, closing it.
Okay.
And then sealing the pinch cock.
Okay.
And now, if you would, close the switch.
Yeah!
Yes!
Wow!
Yes!
Very exciting. So Bill, okay. Oh, yeah. It's burning, it's molten. Now, what practical use have we, can the people at home draw out of this experiment, Bill?
Well, John, you want to blow up a house or a car, fill it with oxygen first.
Okay. Another helpful tip from Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Thank you, Bill. Come back anytime.